name is Rich Harrington, and welcome to this edition of Understanding Adobe Photoshop. Today, I'm going to teach you how to extend the useful life of your filter collection. Now, most users love filters. They're essentially mini programs that run inside of Photoshop and let you extend the capabilities of what Photoshop can do. However, a lot of users find themselves buying third-party filters and adding more capabilities to Photoshop. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great third-party filters out there. But an important thing to realize is that you have the option to actually modify a filter pretty heavily. Here's how it works. I've opened up an image here, and I'm going to choose Filter, and let's just try out some of the sketch ones here. So we'll say Note Paper. Now that applies it, and I have the ability here to adjust the image balance, and if I don't like that, I could try a different look. Let's go ahead and play a little bit here with the chalk and charcoal instead. And that's nice. It's giving it a stroked area. I'll go ahead and push that a little bit and increase the pressure. And I like that, so I'll click OK. Except I really didn't want to get rid of all the colors. Now, the chalk and charcoal filter, like many of the stylized filters, uses the colors you have loaded over here in the toolbox. So you can load up two different colors, but what happens if you want to use all the colors in the original image? No big deal. Immediately after running a filter, you could choose Edit, Fade. And the shortcut for that is Shift-Command-F or Shift-Control-F. Think of it as you want to command or control how the filter shifts. Now, once you've done that, a new dialog box comes up, and you could back off the opacity to taste or change its blending mode. So let's try Soft Light here, or maybe Overlay. And you see we're getting that cool look. We've got the brush stroke coming through, but now we're picking up the original colors. And we could try out other ones here like Multiply, and that's actually probably doing the best at preserving the strokes and the color. I'll set that to about 70% and click OK. And now the filter has been blended or faded with the original image. Now the thing is that the fade command is only available immediately after you run the filter. So before you do anything else, you have to choose it. If you'd like a little more flexibility, you can work with Smart Objects. Let's go ahead and step backwards here and go back to the original image. And before I run the filter, I'm going to right-click and choose Convert to Smart Object. There it is. I can now run the filter again. Just choose it from the top there. It applies it. Let's go in and choose that one. Looks great. I'm going to back off the chalk area a little bit. Looks pretty good. Click OK. And then I can click this little double arrow here to access essentially the same command. Let's try Multiply and lower the opacity a bit. If I need to, I can move this preview around to see it. And if satisfied, click OK. If I want to back off and limit that effect, I can actually just select the mask here, grab my brush tool, and with default colors, D for default, just paint with black. And when doing that, it's actually restoring the original image here, hiding the modifications caused by the filter. So there I brought a little bit of that detail back in for the pulley at the top of the well. The reason why it hasn't all come back is that my brush is set to 40% opacity. You can control that and paint with a darker color, and it'll bring back more details, because what's essentially happening here is it's masking the filter. Hopefully that makes sense to you. A lot of great options when you start to combine blending modes with your filters, and this is going to let you get more done a heck of a lot easier and cheaper. For Understanding Adobe Photoshop, my name's Rich Harrington.